Hello everyone, I'm back in Chicago, one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and I'm in this place surrounded by really nice instruments, and I was inspired to make a new video. So this video today is gonna be about Instrumentos musicais, or musical instruments. They are divided into three main types, so I'm gonna cover three of them and make a list of some of the most popular instruments. So they are first string instruments, or instrumentos de corda in Portuguese. The second, percussion instruments, or instrumentos de percussão. And the third, wind instruments, or instrumentos de sopro. So first on the list, I'm going to start with the ones that I have here. So the first one is this one here, the acoustic guitar. In Portuguese, we call it Violão. The second on the list is this beauty, the electric guitar. We call it Guitarra. And the third and last one available is this super cool thing called the bass is called Baixo. Continuing with the list, we have also like the double bass. In Portuguese is called Contrabaixo. Violin, Violino. Viola is called Viola. The cello, Violoncello. Harp, Harpa. Piano, piano. Ukulele, ukulele. Then we have something similar to ukulele, which is called Cavaquinho, and people use that to play samba. Cavaquinho. And when people are playing capoeira, they usually play with a berimbau, which is one string instrument. Moving on to percussão, we have many types of drums. In general, I'm not going to describe because the list is huge, but we call them tambores. But when you see a drum set or drum kit, we call it bateria. One type of hand frame drum that we use to play when you're playing samba is pandeiro. Continue with the wind instruments, or instrumentos de sopro. We can start with two types of flute. First is the Western concert flute, which is called Flauta transversal. You play like this. And the other type is the recorder, or Flauta doce in Brazilian Portuguese. The clarinet is called Clarinete. Trumpet, Trompete. Trombone, Trombone. The French horn is called trompa. And the sax or saxophone is called sax or saxophone. And we are talking about specific instruments like the electric guitar, guitarra. The person who plays is a guitarrista. The person who plays the bass is called baixista. And in general, you add ista to the end of the instrument and you get a profession. But it doesn't happen all the time, it's just like a general rule. Some other related words are, for example, the guitar pick, palheta, and drumsticks, baquetas. A musical note is a nota musical. Tambor, timbre. Fingerstyle, when you play the strings individually, it's called dedilhado. Chords, in Portuguese, is acordes. And when you're talking to someone, if you want to ask if they play any instruments, I've seen people asking, você joga algum instrumento? Because of the literal translation of play. But in Portuguese, we ask, você toca algum instrumento? Or, você sabe tocar algum instrumento? And they mean, can you play an instrument? Or do you know how to play an instrument? And tocar, the verb that we use, literally means touch. So, do you touch? And that's a common mistake that we observe when you're a beginner. So, I thought it would be interesting to point that out. Fortunately, although the list is long, there are many similar words, so you only have to practice the pronunciation of each of them. I have recently started learning how to play the guitar and I'm having lots of fun with it, but it's a long way to go. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao!